How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a Deadeye, Commando, Psy-Freak, Saboteur, Sentinel, Saboteur, Psy-Freak, Commando, Deadeye, Commando, Psy-Freak, Saboteur, Sentinel, Deadeye, Commando, Psy-Freak, Saboteur, Sentinel, Saboteur. Saboteur chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. For it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Cutting edge. Seems like a peculiar item. Grab on tight and go. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. The deep cut. Slice and dice. tapped hard. Dented that one good. Ching! Starving it out. It's becoming terminal. Sharp steel. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Slash and burn. Delicious. Grab on tight. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without they began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. That's going to leave a mark. Youch! That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. They didn't cause too much trouble. He wants to thank you for taking his... He presents... He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the... The legend of the... The child could have been anyone, but the evil... There's no doubt you're the child. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back. It was... Had it not been for the Tree of Life... Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if you're Muma. Sounds like he thinks she does. He understands. The small tree you saw up. You'll need to support the tree. You'll need a net to catch the... You handle that. Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the... From this day on, one day, he says you'd better hurry back to the village. That's not true. She's the reason... He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part...
Iboda Kilmok.
He says he remembers every single day he devoted to...
Beboko Kontabe.
The tree started to die when the...
Wumbubu Tubuko.
Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends that the road ahead won't be easy, but he wants you to Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted. He doesn't know. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intent. He can't understand why you do such.
Good work, clever clogs. Let me guide you into the dark.
Seriously? I always thought better of you than that. There's still time to turn back.
They're already heading down my road.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important.
Tamuk Gabamukta.
Out of Date knows you'll make a bet.
Paigatawa?
The Jagni tribe is likely to be your
Papamofubak.
regardless of who you choose. It won't be easy. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the... He believes the tribe Sifus, Jagni especially, another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. They've restroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Says they're wary of... Says their door...
Zata iżdy mój do tloho. Kariesne stace. Par, ja put,
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort, and in the news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack, the wall that separates them from the other side, the wasteland. There's something about it. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupin attacked. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent. Says fear and hatred is the only path to domination, but you already know that. So embracing that side of you and helping them... He expected you'd join them. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their...
together.
Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Zenakas plipat snatsne.
You both share dark thoughts.
Na zenakas plipatne.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate...
Tel novasi ale. No.
Once you've conquered the rivals out,
Na zenakas plipatne.
seeing you,
Yeti rikle.
he remembers you're kind and unselfish.
Yeti rikle.
Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first... is sorry to see you turn so bad. As a kid, you could have gone either way. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wanted ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Now that's a flesh wound. You're half dead. Feeling better. buffer than ever. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been...
I didn't want to like play.
Goop says some choose to be lonely because he thinks you should really know how to swim. Knowing how to swim won't solve...
On up dapat ko. Tultua.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it?
Afanya.
He says...
No business.
But you need... Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something.
Arialoche nui mumera.
You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down.
Yo no massa memberut.
She's not unhappy with your progress, but you still have a lot.
Kalino?
You should know.
Urasa durut.
She'll see you at the village square.
Sanna jote.
She understands, but sometimes you need... Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig. It's your own future you're risking by not caring for the environment. You should look for things that are... He wonders what usefulness you found. Sometimes he's an expert. He can work wonders with almost anything. But that's his point. He'd love to teach you to up... You did well. He says you don't really know. He's looking forward to seeing what... It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Kanjala no toro.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to...
Kanamunt.
She suggests you better hurry up.
Kanamunt.
She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself.
Kanamunt.
She says it's not only about this moment, and
Pial tu ma.
you've always followed your own path, but... They look determined. Better watch out.
Diorima sinsti bineau.
He asks you to...
Maliaruno matua.
He-
Popolo maniana.
There's no way...
Sisibori yake.
He wants to know who you think you are.
Sisibori yake.
You'll have to face pain at some point.
Ansonbara.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Taifaname no ma.
If confidence is silent and insecure,
Ten nam kuusa.
The-
Pala.
it's time to... Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best.
Mashaku Hilsam.
He asks if you could help him.
Japintan Kakuru.
He'll leave the quick part.
Badam Udidi Mada. Bulshada.
He sug...
Dana Tiza Fela.
He's curious to see what
Ahai Arin Kashumal.
he's gathered.
Vaksan Intabadan Kamaklai.
He says it's about...
Tomosakula Imabela. Karta. Mishaku Hera.
He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next.
Pala.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Rumblene marsam. Ansonbara.
She says she is eager.
Kuri kumbala muma.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Kuri kumbala muma.
You should
Kala.
been working on a present for you.
Yo no massa manbaru.
You should... catchy.
Mustiki muhka.
Your Muma says she's...
Anora kapapon.
A-
Beri?
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA.
Kodotoku.
You should think of it as watching over you when...
Kanamunta.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Andro?
Everything ends, both good and bad. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Kanamunta.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupin. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose.
de urui.
They've
Yuyu mataipe.
a group.
Yuyu mataipe.
You should hurry there and help them storm.
Yuyu tayu feipae.
Mercy